For the past 3 months, I've been using Biossance skincare, and this is how my face looks now with no makeup on. You should probably watch this video. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm the ThesPNation. I'm an OG YouTuber that reviews luxury beauty all the time. And as I always say, since you're already here, feel free to hit that like button, definitely hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, turn on those notification bells just so that you're aware of all the content that I have coming out. So throughout all of my time on YouTube, the number one question that I receive is, what do you do to your skin? How does your skin look like that? I have to say that, I personally have lived a very fortunate life thus far, in that I do not have problematic skin. I have normal skin. I don't suffer from acne. I've had, the occasional breakout. And when I say a breakout, it's more so like, just the occasional whitehead that may appear just due to me using a particular product that's pulling out impurities in my skin, which also I may add is another reason why a lot of people return products, because they'll use something that's supposed to do that. And then when it actually does it, they say, oh, I broke out. You'll see the reviews on Sephora, for instance. Happens all the time. People will say, this product broke me out, it's absolutely awful. Well, your skin has impurities in it and it's pulling things out. So of course, your skin's going to look a bit worse before it actually looks better. So that's something to consider, but that's not the point of this video. The only thing that I concern myself with at this point is hyperpigmentation and lines and wrinkles. And though I am in my mid to late 30s, I have never used Botox, I've never had filler, I've never had that experience, never attended a Botox party, though they sound quite fabulous. I haven't done it because I personally believe that if my skin does not tell me that I need it, then I'm not going to have it done. I'm not going to have premature, activities or work rather, done on my face, because I see a lot of YouTubers who do it, and I just don't think it's a good look, because you can see people in their early 20s who've gotten Botox, and then you see them now in their mid 30s, and it's just not a good look. For me personally, I'm not going to do it unless it's absolutely necessary. I've used, products as expensive as, La Prairie to, things as cheap as oil of Olay. I've done it all. I've seen everything that's out there for the most part, with exception to, some new emerging brands. If it's a brand that's been out there for quite some time, chances are I probably have used it. So I always encourage you guys, feel free to message me on Instagram at ThesPNation2. If you have any questions, you need any recommendations, anything like that, I'm always more than willing to help, or you can just shoot a comment down below, of course, with any questions that you may have about your skin, or if you just want to get a bit more intimate and more detailed, you may not want to say things publicly. Like I said, you can always DM me on Instagram at ThesPNation2, just because I'm always happy to help you guys out. So now that we've gotten that all out of the way, let's talk Biossance. So for my birthday, I went ahead and I did buy, a full regimen of skincare products from Biossance. And so that video actually was released on July the 18th. So of course, when I filmed something, 9 times out of 10, it's probably something I did, several days prior to actually making it public and publishing it. So with that said, prior to the 18th of July, I was using Biossance. So at this point, it's been a little over 3 months that I've been using all of these products, with exception to a few of them, just because these are products that I found later that I decided to just throw in with my regimen. This is how everything looks thus far on my skin, because this is no makeup, nothing, like there's nothing that is on my face right now, with exception to the Biossance toning mist. There's nothing on my face. The only thing that I actually have on my face, of course, is, moisturizing, all of that. Any type of like glow that you may see on camera right now would really be the toning mist, just because it's something that I spray periodically, throughout the filming process, just because I really just like the way it feels. That's ultimately what you are seeing in this video. Biossance is a relatively new brand that is, a luxury beauty brand. I consider them luxury beauty. They are primarily, more so a clean luxury beauty line. And when looking into Biossance, you will notice that everything within the range has squalane in it. So the question is, of course, what is squalane? So without getting too technical, squalane, notice I'm saying squalane. Squalane maintains the skin's moisture barrier. So it's really all about moisture. And of course, with maintaining the skin's moisture barrier, of course, that will also include hydration. And also squalane as well is something that is anti-aging to the skin, and it also works as an antioxidant. And all of these benefits work together to help with environmental damage to the skin. And of course, as with everything, as we age, our body produces less squalane. So with less squalane, we're going to lose those particular benefits, and that's when skincare comes into play. But if you start earlier, instead of waiting until, for instance, if you're in your 50s, 60s, if you happen to have more experienced skin, I don't like to say mature skin, I say experienced skin. If you happen to have more experienced skin, it's a bit harder to reverse certain things, and it just takes longer to actually see the results. So it's best that, you actually address what's going to happen inevitably early, so that as you get to that point to, developing experienced skin, that you won't have, more problems that you will be trying to correct. And the following is directly from Biossance's website. Biossance found a way to produce squalane as safely and effectively as the body does. Our squalane comes from 100% plant-based renewable sugarcane, then biofermented to create a beautiful end result. Highly stable, totally sustainable, and eco-friendly squalane. Squalane is the skin's best moisturizer that is suitable for all skin types. How does this benefit my skin? Locks in weightless moisture, calms and protects, improves elasticity, balances oil production without clogging pores. As I previously noted, they state again that they make their squalane using ethically and sustainably sourced sugarcane. For years, some companies used shark's liver. Many have since switched to olives, but crop variability and natural occurring impurities make the end result unpredictable, both in terms of quality and availability. Biossance's shelf-stable 100% vegan squalane is consistent and reliable, making it nature's best moisturizer for you and the planet. And when you consider that all of the products have squalane infused in it, and this is plant-based, plant-derived, it's nice to know that again, and it goes back to, them being a clean beauty brand, and knowing that your body naturally produces squalane. I think that, they just kind of go together. It just makes perfect sense. Just should turn on some light bulbs for you so that you know that, this is something that I should truly consider. So as it relates to the products that I have been using from Biossance, I'm going to actually discuss each product in order of when you should actually apply it. So of course, with that said, I'm going to start with the cleanser. So for starters, I use the Squalane Plus Antioxidant Cleansing Oil. This cleanser is 6.8 ounces in size. It's designed for all skin types, and it retails for $30. I will say also that overall the collection as a whole is very affordable. Price ranges are from go as low as $10 all the way up to $72. I have been using this cleanser day and night since I got it. I usually will use maybe 1 to 2 pumps, just depending on how much makeup is actually on my face. You can see in here that, I obviously have been using this because I have very little of this left. It leaves the skin just feeling really clean. It's not that squeaky clean feel, and I don't support that, and I don't recommend that. Actually leaves your skin just feeling really just soft, moisturized, but not, like an overly, like almost on the verge of slimy type of feeling, if you know what I mean. With certain moisturizers, they will leave your skin feeling kind of icky, and I personally don't like that feeling on my skin. This just leaves your skin just feeling nice, and it does exactly what it says. It definitely rids my skin of impurities because, of course, I always do a test after I step out of the shower. I will always put a toner on my face or use some type of wipe over my face just to make sure, especially if I've worn makeup, I always just do an extra test just to make sure that my skin has been rid of all impurities, or as much as I can actually see with the naked eye for that matter. And this definitely does the job. I would say when it comes to makeup, I would personally recommend this is definitely, though it says it removes makeup, this will remove a light beat. I will say that. But if you have a full face of makeup on, and if you put this on your face and put this around your eye area, what have you, and if you actually think that you're going to step out of the shower with a clean face, you will not. You will actually still have makeup on your face. But overall, this is definitely something, if I'm wearing makeup, if I've worn a lot of makeup, I would actually, and I do this anyway, even before I actually use Biossance, I usually will use makeup wipes to take off as much makeup as I can, and then I let my cleanser do the rest. If you are, someone who's not, you don't wear makeup a lot, if you're not wearing eye makeup and you just have, for instance, a tinted moisturizer on, or if you just have a simple foundation on, this will definitely take it off without any issues whatsoever. And like I said, it just leaves your skin feeling clean. It just leaves your skin just feeling soft, supple, and beautiful. The next product that I use is a Squalane Plus Hyaluronic Toning Mist. This product is for all skin types. It is a little over 2.5 ounces and it retails for $32. So what's the call outs on this particular product? It uses 2 different types of hyaluronic acid. It of course has squalane in it. It's a lovely mist that provides your skin with minerals and hydration. It's one of these things you have seen in some of my videos when I actually do, my last step when I'm actually applying makeup. I always go in with some type of mist or some type of setting spray, and I've used this on many an occasion. This isn't necessarily something, this is not a setting spray, but it is, just one of these nice mists that, of course, I must also note that it smells absolutely divine. I love the way it smells, and I love the way it just makes my skin look overall. And this is the original bottle that I did get when I purchased this, and as you can see, there's very little that's in here. This is practically empty, but I keep using it because I paid for it. So, of course, I have a backup on standby. The next product that I use is known as the Squalane Plus Marine Algae Eye Cream. And as with the majority of eye creams, this is an eye cream that is designed for all skin types. It's your standard 15 ml or just a half an ounce jar of product, and it retails for $54. Hydration, firmness, and elasticity. That is essentially what this particular eye cream is going to target for you. So if you're someone who has, dry eye area, if you're someone who has, lost, some firmness, and you need something to help boost the eye area, then this is definitely going to be the eye cream for you. I have natural creasing under my eyes. This is something I've had since I was a child. It's not something that developed, due to aging or the aging process rather. So I've always dealt with that. However, I have, as I've gotten older, I have noticed, just some faint, and I will say very faint, true fine lines under, my eyes. And this has completely eliminated them 100%. This eye cream has definitely done the job. It also is just very moisturizing on the skin. It just makes my eye area feel absolutely lovely. I actually use it on the top and bottom. I don't just use it, under my eyes, but actually I take it on the lids, take it up to the brow bone as well. I like to use a nice massaging technique after I actually apply it. Of course, use your ring fingers, the fingers with the least amount of pressure, and just dab it on, and then I will actually do a gentle massage technique just to really let the product absorb and do its work. And if these particular concerns are not concerns that you have, they do have a Squalane Plus Eye Peptide Gel, so they do have an actual gel type of eye cream that you may want to consider as well, just depending on what your concerns are. But I do encourage you to take a look at the offerings and seeing what the benefits are, just to see what would be ultimately best for you, because some people would think that I would use an eye cream that focuses on darkness, because I do have, natural under eye darkness. It's something I've always had. I've had periorbital hyperpigmentation my entire life, which is just part of my genetics. However, I can I won't say eliminate, but I can greatly diminish it depending on what I'm actually putting around that area. So this is not something that I actually used for that, but I just wanted to make sure that you're aware of that. So if you're someone who has darkness and you want an eye cream to help with that, this particular eye cream is not for you. But again, if firmness, hydration, elasticity, those 3 words are, something that's calling your name, or if it's sending some type of signal that's saying, hey, that's me. If it sounds like you, then you'll definitely like this eye cream. This eye cream, little goes a long way. Use a very tiny amount. As you can see, I barely dented this at all. This will probably last me for another, I would say probably another 3 months, 4 months. And I will say that, of course you saw with the cleanser and you saw with the mist, those are practically gone, just depending on how often you use it and how much you use products. For me personally, my experience with the first 2 products that I've covered, those are products that for me would last for about 3 months or so. So just keep that in mind. Now the next product I'm going to discuss is the serum that I happen to use from this brand, and that is known as the Squalane Plus Phyto Retinol Serum. And the serum, of course, is a standard 1 ounce bottle. It is designed for all skin types and it retails for $72. So this particular product is something that's going to be at the top of the price range within Biossance. So of course with this product, firmness, elasticity, dullness, wrinkles, discoloration, this is the one product that I have used that has been the most effective on my face overall. And the thing about this particular retinol is that this is a plant-based retinol that's actually used in this. So that's one of the key ingredients, in addition to having hyaluronic acid, and probably one of the best ingredients that, you know, you can have in skincare that everybody loves and should be aware of. And of course, that's niacinamide. This is a serum that I did use day and night. I used it consistently. It is, I can't even show you just because of how the glass is designed. It is practically empty. So this definitely lasted me for the 3 months, or a little over 3 months. And then I just stopped using it just because I really can't get much out unless I started to try to, you know, scoop it out or something. In terms of results, this product did it for me, because you will see that you can, and that's the thing, you can go to videos that I have made previously, because my concerns, like I said, my main concern with my skin is hyperpigmentation. I wasn't taking care of my skin a lot prior to, you know, me returning to YouTube in April. So you can go back and see certain videos and see me barefaced, and people are like, oh, your skin's so flawless, all this and that. No, it wasn't, child. My skin had a lot of discoloration, and it's a lot for me just because I know what my standards are and I know what my skin has looked like, you know, when it's well taken care of. So of course for me, it looked terrible. Overall, I had a lot of hyperpigmentation, and more so the biggest thing that I saw was right here in my, you know, my actual temple area on the left side of my face. My skin was actually discolored to the point where it was actually lighter than, you know, the rest of my face. And you can see it in videos. There's proof. You can go back, watch, you know, my videos and see what I'm talking about. And I had discoloration on my cheeks. I had discoloration, you know, my eye area was severely discolored. It's very deep in, you know, its actual tone. And you know, this product is something that you put on your face and your neck, décolletage. I know that that's what it's for, but I know my skin. My skin's very tough, very resilient. I can try a lot of different things that most people, you know, would never dare do. This is not something that tells you to put this around your eyes. I want to preface this and say, I'm not a dermatologist. I'm not some professional that has a degree or, you know, a number of degrees. So I'm not going to encourage you to do that. But I started to do an experiment, because when I saw this go away, and it went away very fast actually. So when this, you know, in terms of, you know, just my experience with, you know, other products. So when I actually saw that go away, I went ahead and said, why not just lightly put this under my eyes and put it on my lids as well? So like I said, I'm not telling you to do that, but that is something that I did, and here's the proof. You can see it. Also, I do use sunscreen, of course. Highly recommend, you know, if you're gonna use, you know, of course, if you're using something that is, you know, a natural retinol, or if you're using, you know, a plant-derived retinol, whatever. If you're using anything like that, if you're using vitamin C, if you're doing any type of brightening, using products that are actually going to even out the complexion or attack darkness, if you're using niacinamide, if you're using, you know, something with arbutin in it, for instance, because Chantecaille used to make this eye product that was amazing, and I don't think they make it anymore, but it's another product that I use to attack the darkness under my eyes to even it. Definitely always make sure you're going outside with a sunscreen. You have to wear a sunscreen because you will undo everything that you did, and sometimes it can come back worse, especially for, you know, us people of color. You will see that. I would say the results that I experienced with this was probably maybe a month and a half, I would say, in terms of the actual darkness and the discoloration, and having it just fade away to practically nothing. It's not 100% perfect, but at the same time, this, you can go, and like I said, you can look at before and afters. This is what did that. This one product is what did it. The next product that I would use is, of course, the Squalane Plus Omega Repair Cream. This cream is designed for all skin types. It's 1.69 ounces in size, and it retails for $58. So this particular moisturizer is a really nice cream whipped moisturizer. It's classified as a rich cream, though when I hear rich cream, I think of something that's very rich in that it's very thick and something for a very, very dry skin type. However, I would say that, you know, when you see this product, it is a very soft whip. It goes on very easily. You use a very small amount to cover the entire face. Really love the way that this feels on the skin. This, of course, the call outs, you know, as far as, you know, any of, you know, the words that, you know, would resonate with people: firmness, elasticity, fine lines, wrinkles, any of that. I use this day and night, of course. And again, using all these products, it does not, you know, leave your skin feeling heavy or, you know, slimy or overly oily or shiny or, you know, anything like that. It makes your skin feel really good. All of the products, I should also note, everything smells absolutely lovely. That's why I love the mist, because I use the mist on top of my makeup and I use it to refresh my skin throughout the day, just because I love the way that it feels and I love the way it just makes my skin look, and it's great for refreshing the makeup. But back to this cream just, it's just a nice moisturizer, and you know, it just makes the skin feel soft, supple, and beautiful. If you're someone who's just looking for a very simple moisturizer, nothing that, you know, is, you know, that we're not talking, you know, Orchidea Imperial from Guerlain, we're not talking yours, you know, like using a Lord of E Rich cream. We're not talking about that today. You know, this is a very simple moisturizer. So besides going in with a sunscreen, prior to actually putting on a sunscreen, I will go ahead and go in with the next product, which is the Squalane Plus Vitamin C Rose Oil. This product is designed for all skin types. It is a standard 1 ounce bottle and it retails for $72. Firmness, brightness, radiance, vitamin C, rose. If you love oils, which I encourage everyone of all skin types to use. If you are someone who is a fan of oils, this is definitely something that you will highly want to consider incorporating into your skincare regimen. And I will say that they do have a tea tree balancing oil. That is actually the product. I received a sample of it from Sephora from a purchase that I made. And when I used it, you know, it was like a week sample. And once actually it was probably longer than that, but you know, I used the sample up. And once I used it, I was sold. I was like, you know, this product, it just made my skin look beautiful. You will notice radiance. Your skin will definitely be glowing. It's not one of those heavy oils. It dries very quickly on the skin. Just put just a little bit. It is, you know, of course, a standard dropper. And you just want to go ahead and you know, just put a little bit in the palm of your hand and just pat it into the face, and your skin looks absolutely stunning. This oil, you know, it is a 1 ounce, but with most oils, I use this morning and night as well. And literally right now, I would say, I'm trying to see where it's at, about this much has been used. So I would say it's been about half of it. So this should last me for probably 6, if not 8 or 9 months, just depending on how I use it, because though it is a dropper, you don't necessarily have to use a full drop of it. And I usually, sometimes, even if I don't want to use the moisturizer, because I think I mentioned this, I'm not sure if I did. The moisturizer, I don't think I showed you guys, but yeah, this is pretty much gone. So, you know, with the actual moisturizer, I've actually been using this as a daily moisturizer and nightly moisturizer as well. So in addition to all the products that I've mentioned, on top of all of that, you know, of course, I will go in with this at night. And sometimes I just use this. If I don't want to use anything else, I'll just use, you know, the oil, because it just makes your skin look beautiful. And so again, this particular product, there's a lot more to it. There's a lot of science into it, and we can get really technical if you want me to one day. As far as this product's concerned, this also, in addition to the Phyto Retinol Serum, this is something that if you want to, you know, actually experience Biossance, if you need a gateway drug, so to speak, this is what you want. I've used a lot of oils over the years. I would say probably prior to this, my #1 oil of all time, as far as anything I've ever tried, would definitely be the Bay Royale face oil. A Bay Royale face treatment oil. It's like putting water on your face. Amazing product, and that's from Guerlain. But yeah, this oil, amazing. Oh, and I did actually bring this out to briefly mention this. This is known as the Radiant Multi Repair Oil. This is from Peau, and if you look at this, this is like empty. There's nothing in here, okay? And that's because I have used this, I have replenished on this more than once. So, you know, if you want to go even a step higher and get, if you want to get real bougie with it and you want to get some super luxury, this oil as well, absolutely amazing. I will put links, you know, of course, for this and for the Bay Royale. The Bay Royale collection as a whole, amazing. And the very last product that I put on my face, excluding the lips, is the Squalane Plus Zinc Sheer Mineral Sunscreen, Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This sunscreen is designed for all skin types. It's 1.7 ounces and it retails for $30. Without getting too technical, this is a non-nano zinc sunscreen. It's an SPF 30, and what's amazing about it is that it does not make black skin ashy. And so this is probably the #1 one reason why I would say to get this, because this particular sunscreen is a sunscreen that you would want to use on your face, especially if you are a person of color. I can make a video about sunscreen. If you're interested in that, definitely let me know so I can break that down for you. Because prior to using this one, I do use Shiseido as well. This one in particular, this is the Ultimate Sun Protector Lotion, and this is a broad spectrum SPF 50. This one, I actually bought a backup of this as well, just because this is the perfect type of sunscreen for you to wear if you are a person of color. You should be very well aware of what type of sunscreen, you know, you're using and what particular ingredients are in your sunscreen, because certain sunscreens really aren't best for people of color. This sunscreen, I'll put this down below if you're interested in this. This is just a great sunscreen that, you know, they're not the same. And so this one, you know, goes on, you know, clear. It's totally fine. Nothing wrong with it. But again, if you're looking for something that, you know, is more so best for a person of color, for the face, you would want to use this. And now we've arrived to the very last product that I use from Biossance, and that is the Squalane Plus Rose Vegan Lip Balm. So of course this is designed for all skin types. It's 0.35 ounces in size and it retails for only $18. This is billed as a vegan, petroleum, beeswax free lip balm that, you know, ultimately is just providing with hydration, and of course it provides you with shine as well. So this particular product I've been using for several weeks, so I haven't had it, you know, for that full 3-month plus period, but this is simply, you know, a nice lip balm. That's really all that it is. I've used it, you know, I usually use it nightly and in the mornings as well. I'll put on some. Has a faint smell, and not an off-putting smell, but it just has, you know, a faint fragrance to it that dissipates pretty quickly. You know, if you're somebody who likes to complete a collection of, you know, skincare products that you're, you know, using, if you are using a full regimen like someone like myself, then you would want to pick this up. Like I said, it's been over 3 months and I am absolutely astounded, excited, gobsmacked with the results that I have experienced. Know that if you are going to invest money into skincare, you need to follow the regimen accordingly. You need to be, you know, someone who actually follows it consistently, as with anything, because you will see results with products if you actually are consistent and if you're using them correctly. I have a lot of products that are amazing to me that I can talk about, you know, in the future. I did bring some here that I wanted to close this out with. Of course, my beloved, this is something that I have used for well over a decade. It's something that I replenish on and I make sure I have a lot of. And of course, that's this baby, the Creme de la Mer. This is the 1 pound jar. It comes in much smaller sizes, but you know how I am. So this is an amazing product that I always have in my skincare regimen. I don't care. No matter what I'm doing, if I have a whitehead that emerges and I need to heal it overnight, I will put Creme de la Mer on. If I run out of an eye cream, I will use Creme de la Mer. If I don't have a moisturizer, I will use Creme de la Mer. If I'm out of body lotion, I use Creme de la Mer. Creme de la Mer can be used for so many different things and people don't realize that, and a lot of people don't realize its greatness. I absolutely love Creme de la Mer. If you would like me to do a video on this product alone, definitely let me know. Another product, since I did, you know, mention Chantecaille, this particular mask, this is the Detox Clay Mask with Rosemary and Honey. This is an amazing mask. This is another overnight whitehead situation type of mask that I use in particular when I have those issues. And another great product that I use, this is from Dior's Prestige collection. This is just a fabulous mask that I truly love. And you know, the Prestige collection is probably, out of all of Dior's range, this is probably my favorite range, the Prestige range. You know, if you're someone who's sensitive and, you know, if you have very problematic skin and you want to use something that's very luxe, you definitely want to use this. Now within Dior, if you're someone who wants something that's, you know, antioxidant rich, and if you want luxe of the luxe, you would go to Lord of V, of course. I also have from Dior Dream Skin, the Dream Skin mask. Absolutely amazing. Just another product we can talk about in the future. Also have Dream Skin here as well, which again is another amazing product. Think of this product like, as I was taught, think of it like a sandwich. So, you know, the actual final thing you put on your face would be your Dream Skin. This does so many things and it's amazing, and if I had it with me, I would put one essential right next to it. Another product that I did want to call out, since we did briefly touch, or I briefly touched rather, on a Bay Royale. A Bay Royale's honey mask. I think this is discontinued or the packaging has changed. This mask, this is amazing. I love this honey gel mask. It is absolutely fabulous. has such great healing properties. We could talk about the Abeille Royale collection as well, and how, they, use honey that comes from an island off the coast of France. I believe the island is called Poisson, and you know how my French is, but I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, Poisson. And not Poisson, but Poisson. The Abeille Royale collection, amazing. Healing, beautiful. Another standout product. I'm going to leave links for everything that I've mentioned in this video. There's a lot in this video. God knows how long this is going to be. I hope you guys appreciate it. Leave any recommendations you have, any questions you have. Like I said, feel free to email me or message me on Instagram at ThesPNation2. Hope you enjoyed this video again, and that's all I got. So feel free to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back with a whole lot more, guys. Bye.